The humanitarian situation in Gaza is beyond catastrophic, I would say. Sincerely speaking, I don't have any more words to describe the terrible situation that people in Gaza have to face every day. We are talking about a situation where the health system is almost collapsed, mainly doesn't exist in the north, barely exists in the south, and even our hospital, Al-Amal in Khan Yunis, was targeted last week, and after 3 times, and then there were several wounded, several people killed. So there is an issue of safety, there is an issue of lack of medicine, lack of fuel, lack of food. So the situation is really complicated.
So the US Secretary of State says that Israel's agreed on a plan for a UN mission in northern Gaza. Will this help?
Well, of course, every mission like this one could help also to have a clear idea on the situation in the north, also because we need to remember that the north is almost unreachable since many weeks now. So there are hundreds of thousands of people that are living with mainly anything, with no humanitarian aid, with no health, with no food, with no water. So, of course, these kind of missions are very important to make an assessment, and we hope that it's a first step to go back and see how we can help people in the north of Gaza.
So we know that people in Gaza are facing food shortages. There have been warnings of the prospect of famine. What do aid organisations need to help try and tackle this?
Well, first of all, we need safety and respect and protection, first and foremost for civilians, but then also for healthcare workers, healthcare facility, ambulances, humanitarian convoys. Second, we need to have safe access everywhere, including the north of Gaza. Third, we need to have a continuous flow of humanitarian aid entering the Gaza Strip. Sadly, at the moment, no one of us is able to give a proper, dignified humanitarian answer, even if, of course, Palestine Red Crescent colleagues are doing their utmost, but with limited capacity in a very difficult situation. So a much more humanitarian aid, safety, and safe and uninterrupted access.
And we know lots of people have been displaced. The UN reporting that people crowded into tents in parts of Gaza with 15 people per tent, which breaches space standards, if you like. What kind of effect does this kind of overcrowding and poor conditions have?
Well, the reality, I mean, first of all, let me remind that there is not really a safe place in Gaza, and this is really concerning and not acceptable. So people are displaced many times, not just once, probably 3, 4, 5 times in the last months. And then second, of course, overcrowded spaces means lack of drinking water, lack of health, lack of food. So also possible respiratory diseases, spreading of diseases. And this, of course, it's really concerning.